I am doing fine. And it's my pleasure to be able to talk to you and to all your viewers out there. I'm excited about it. And I want to thank you right at the very beginning for promoting the fact that the Oakridge boys are coming back to the Wisconsin State Fair in West Allis, Wisconsin. We're excited about it. We're looking forward to it. So thank you at the very beginning for promoting the fact. We appreciate that, and we do not take that lightly. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely, Richard. As Richard mentioned, Richard's one of the 4 Oakridge boys that is coming to the Wisconsin State Fair on August 14th to the State Fair main stage presented by Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. And we have an exclusive chat today with Richard. We're going to learn about his favorite fair foods, how many times they've been at Wisconsin State Fair. So we're so excited to talk to you, and we're excited to have you. But first, I got to ask you, Richard, it looks like you have a Nashville Sounds baseball hat on, and Richard enlightened me that the Nashville Sounds are the AAA affiliate of our Milwaukee Brewers. So thank you for supporting our team here at home.
Well, you are absolutely correct. The Nashville Sound, and that, by the way, for 30 years, I was a part owner of the Nashville Sound. So I've been very close to the team. I'm no longer an owner, but they still let me go to batting practice and hang out with the players, get to know some of the guys. And I love following the guys playing here in Nashville and moving up to the major leagues. And you have several guys on the Brewers now that played here in Nashville. So I love seeing that. I really do.
That's amazing. Well, you know, our Milwaukee Brewers they're hot right now. They're doing great. And we're so excited to know that you've been a little piece of making that history great in Milwaukee. But now let's get to the Oakridge boys, because that's what we're here to talk about. So Richard, 2022 will mark the 5th year that the Oakridge boys are at the Wisconsin State Fair. Now, tell me, can you remember playing at the fair, and what did you love about it?
Well, I remember playing at the fair many times. There was a time that every summer we kind of became regulars, you know, at the fair, and it would not seem like summer without the Oakridge boys stopping by West Allis and playing at the Wisconsin State Fair. And I can tell you, we play a lot of fairs over the years. We played many fairs, county fairs, state fairs, and the Wisconsin State Fair is as good as any state fair that's anywhere in the country. So we're anxious about coming back, and we're really excited about performing right now. You know, it's an honor that we can say we've been there many times, but we're looking forward to coming back. You know, you and I were talking before we went on the air, you know, that during the pandemic, what we loved doing was taken away from us, you know, for actually a little over a year. We realized how much we missed it, you know, and I think what we probably missed more than the performing was the feedback that we get from our fans. You know, we live for that. And so I can speak for all 4 Oakridge boys, and I can tell you when we come to West Allis on August the 14th, that you're going to see 4 guys that are just chomping at the bits to get up there and perform, because we are so thankful that we are now able to get back to doing what it is that we love doing. You know, people, I think, are ready to get out. I think people are ready to hear live music. You know, I think there's something very healing about live music, and we're anxious to provide our brand of country music to all the fine folks at the Wisconsin State Fair. So as I said, I speak for all the Oakridge boys. We plan to have a great time. We're going to do our best to make it a great night. So we want to encourage people, come on out, spend some time with the Oakridge boys.
We would love it. And those tickets are available at wistatefair.com right now. Make sure you buy them from our website to get the best seats available for the Oakridge Boys show. It's the last day of the state fair, and summer goes so quickly, but this is your ticket to see one of the best traditions, not only in country music, but in state fair history. Come back to Wisconsin State Fair. And so we're so happy to have you guys here. I know my favorite song, just like many others, is Elvira. Please tell me you're going to sing Elvira.
That is one thing that you can count on. You are going to hear the Oakridge boys do Elvira. You're going to hear me do Giddy Up, Papa, Mau Mau. Yes, you will. That is the law. Now, you're going to hear not just Elvira, but you're going to hear a lot of hits. You know, our very first hit ever, Y'all Come Back Saloon, probably our most requested song, Thank God for Kids. We'll do a lot of hits. We have a brand new album out called The Oakridge Boys Front Porch Singing. It's produced by Dave Cobb. He's one of the hottest guys in Nashville. And we tried to create a feeling of just four guys just kind of gathering on a front porch and just singing and harmonizing in a very informal way. And we were able to capture that feeling. We will include, we're not going to get too carried away with the new music, but we're going to include some of those because the songs on this album are very inspirational. They're songs that give people hope. And so we want to include some of those because it's very special music. But just in general, a good night of country music and family entertainment. That's really what the Oakridge Boys are all about.
Absolutely. And we really are focused on families at Wisconsin State Fair. Again, the Oakridge Boys show is on August 14th at the State Fair main stage presented by Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. Get those tickets right now at wistatefair.com. And when you get your tickets to the Oakridge Boys show, you can hear some of the first time ever live, some of their front porch singing album done right in front of your face, and it will be absolutely amazing. So Richard, we're excited about that. Now I've got a couple cheater questions because since it's the fair, I got to know, what is your favorite fair food?
That is a good question. Oh, you tell me, I'll ask you a question. What is that thing that you mentioned that's like the most popular food at the Wisconsin State Fair? I don't think I've ever tried that, and I think I'm going to have to try it.
I think you will. So I was talking to Richard ahead of time and asked him if he had ever had a world famous Wisconsin State Fair cream puff, and he had not. I know, we'll get him one because that dairy delicacy is one of the best ways that we celebrate Wisconsin and Wisconsin dairy. And it'll be nearly 100 years coming up this year. So we need to make sure that you get one of those, Richard, and make sure that that tops your list of favorite fair foods.
Well, I'm going to have to make it a point to get one of those. Like I said, I've never had one, but I'm sure it's delicious. If you've sold as many as you say you've sold, it's got to be good. So I'm going to have to try it.
Well, we'll make sure we hook you up backstage with some of those as we get that wonderful pleasure to do so. You might want to do it maybe after you sing that bop bop bow bow. We don't want it to hurt your voice at all with all that sweet dairy and delicious cream.
Just listening to you do that, if you're going to be there that night, I may get you up there and have you helped me do that? The giddy up, mama.
Well, we won't guarantee that with the price of admission for that show, but you never know. It'd be great. It'd be a great pleasure to be able to do that. Now, Richard, is there anything else you want to tell our fairgoers why they should come? Any of your favorite memories of the Wisconsin State Fair and what you're looking forward to?
Well, the Oakridge Boys love doing what we do. We live for getting on stage, taking our music live to our fans and to our audiences. And West Dallas on, August the 14th will be no exception. You're going to see four guys that are anxious to go. We love doing what we do after all these years. So as I said earlier, we plan to have a great time. We're going to do our best to make it a great night. So we want to encourage people to come on and bring your kids. The Oakridge Boys show is a family show, and so there's something for every member of the family. So come on out, spend some time with the Oakridge Boys, because as I said, we plan to have a great time.
And we will have a great time at the State Fair main stage presented by Potawatomi Hotel and Casino on August the 14th. Lee Greenwood is the opening act for the show at Wisconsin State Fair. So we're excited to have him on board as well. And Richard, I got to tell you, thank you so much for taking the time today. And I know our fairgoers cannot wait to bring their family and friends to come see the Oakridge Boys at the Wisconsin State Fair.
Well, Jen, thank you so much for allowing me to talk to all your fine viewers out there. And as I said early in the interview, thank you for promoting the fact that we're coming. We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Tickets available now at wistatefair.com. We'll see you on August 14th for the Oakridge Boys at the Wisconsin State Fair.